Hello and welcome to our presentation on Yooni. Yooni is an app created by students for students that all belong to the same university that allows for reliable transactions of items, whether you buy or sell items. And you can essentially post items or sell items, and you are guaranteed that it's reliable because you are creating transactions between students that go to your own school in a nearby area, which is the radius of UCLA and all locations nearby. So assuming we log in on the app and we have never created an account before, this is the front end. And of course, we're going to go ahead and register. So I'm going to go ahead and enter my data. So I'm going to enter the school. My username will just be my first initial last name. And then my email will be rvayner@ucla.edu. And there's actual password logic checking using regex that ensures that the data you enter is correct. So I'm just going to pass in data. My password is going to be @Rony123, and that ensures that all the conditions are met. And then I'm going to confirm that password by typing in the same password. And then once all that is set, I'm going to go ahead and sign up. And it'll say that I've successfully registered, prompting me to log in, bring me back to this page again, where I'll go ahead and log in and enter my data, which will bring us to the landing page. And I'll go ahead and pass it off to Ryan to describe it.
All right, so our landing page is effectively just a browse page. So this is going to be where one user can see posts with that contain items from all the other users, but it won't show your own items. On this browse page, you can shop by category. So let's say I want to get some furniture. You can just check off this furniture box, and it will only show you things that are labeled with the category furniture when you post the item. And also, let's say I don't want to spend that much money. I'm searching for items that are $25 or less. We can go ahead and set the maximum to $25, apply the filter, and it will only show you items that are below $25. And then vice versa, if I want to blow some cash, I can set it to $500 minimum. And then we press apply filter. It only shows you items that are $500 and above. Also, if you want to click on a post, this is where you can see the item's image and then a little description about it. And then you can press message seller saying, hey, I want to learn about grep. Can I buy your book? And then the other user will see this message on their end, which we'll revisit later. So I'm going to hand it off to Chris now.
All right, I'm gonna talk about the watch list right now. So as you can see here, you have little like stars on the top right corner of every like little post here. So if you were to tap onto that, it'll ask you if you want to add it to the watch list. And let's say you want to add an Armenian servant as well on there. If you go to the watch list, you'll be able to see that these are already in your watch list with this star filled out. If you press remove it from it and you go back to browse, you'll see that on here it will not have that. And let's say you want to search for something, for example, let's say you want to get a soccer ball. Search as a soccer ball or per se a Rolex, for example. You can search it. And if let's say you put something in that's not there, it will show nothing. I'm gonna pass it off to Christian.
All right, now let's say the US user want to post an item. What you would do is go to the navigation bar and click on post item. And then you present them with this form. Now let's say that I want to sell a toy car, and I'm just going to leave the price blank for now. And I'm going to say that this is from another category. For description, this is a toy car. Now I'm going to go down here and upload the image of it. I'm going to use this file. And let's say I want to hit submit. Since the price is blank, is not going to let me submit it. So let me input a price. I'm going to go ahead and say it's $12 and press submit. Now our item is successfully posted. We can go ahead and click view my listing so that we can see what we have posted so far or browse the items. But I'm going to go ahead and instead go up to the navigation bar to present another feature, which is my account. In my account, you're presented with all the information from your account. For instance, you can go ahead and like change the name if you like. I'm going to change this to Chris, and we can change the profile like that. Or you can also change the password. Now from here, we have to input our previous password and then our new password, which is going to have the same requirements as the sign up page. Password with an exclamation point, and then same thing here, which has to match. I'm going to do change password, and our password is being successfully changed. I'm going to close that and gonna log out. And I'm going to pass this down to Narek.
Alrighty, so then from here, we can log back in as another user. So let's say Ryan, for example, And as we log in, we will actually see Christian's item that he just posted, which is the toy car. But then let's say we want to see the items that we have posted for ourselves. We come here to this My Listings page. And as you can see, we have a list of all of the current listings that we have out onto the Yooni website. Let's take this cello, for example, and we see that we've put it at $300. But let's say, that's too expensive. We want to drop the price down. Well, we can come down to this edit feature, and then that'll open up a little nice form again where we can edit each of our little fields. So here we can change the price from $300 to $200, click submit, and then that'll change the price to $200. Additionally, what we can do is edit, because let's say we don't want to sell this anymore. We want to keep it for ourselves. We come here to this delete, and when we click delete, this will remove it from our current listings and also from the browse page for other people. And then let's say we have our Rolex right over here and we end up selling it. So we've had it listed for $10,000. We can come here to edit and then go down to this button called sold. When we click that, it'll prompt us, how much did you sell this item for? Let's say we sold it for only $1,000. So then what we can do when we click sold, that'll remove the item from current listings because now that's not a current listing, but we can go over to the sold items tab and then we can see that our Rolex item is there and our listed price is $10,000, but we only sold it for $1,000. And now I'm going to be passing it over to Rony.
So before when we were logged in on my previous account, we sent a message saying we were interested in an item. Now that we're on Ryan's account, we can actually go ahead and be on the receiving end of that item. So we can go ahead and see that the exact message we sent on my account is now here saying, I want to learn about Greb. Can I buy your book? I'll say, absolutely. Does the price work? And I can also say, I live in Tijuana, housing. What about you? And that's kind of showing how the messaging dynamically updates. It goes down sort of like iMessage. So now we can actually go log back in on my account in which the password was updated. So we'll click out and we'll log back into my account, which the password is updated to password ! And we log in. And you can see now if we go back to the chat, you can see the same chat and the data is now dynamically uploaded to display the messages that we just shown. And I can say, oh, great. I live on the hill. And yes, the price works. Can we meet in an hour on the hill? So that's an example of sending messages between two users, which connects two users that go to the same school and exchanges items, which is the core functionality of our app and allows students to connect and pass down items. So yeah, that is effectively our app, and we've shown all the features. We hope you enjoyed, and we hope you have a great rest of your day. Go Yooni.